What's happening? Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, I will be just coming up with a plan for the Dallas Cowboys for 2024. Of course, I'm not the GM. I'm just giving out some positive solutions that could possibly help us get over this hump in 2024. And first off, we just found out that Mccarthy will be sticking around. Seems like Quinn is likely to stick around. They say he got 3 more interviews, and if that don't go well, he'll probably be coming back as the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator. Unfortunately, I really wanted him out, but hey, we got to work with what we got. So let's talk about this plan of attack for 2024. Okay, first I'm going to start with the offense. Of course, it seems like this marriage between Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy is still going to be living, still live to fight another day. And of course, we understand Mike McCarthy, this is his first year at being at the helm of the offense outside of Kellen Moore. So he did bring about one of the better versions of Dak Prescott that you've seen. So I understand him making the case to being still the Cowboys head coach to Jerry Jones. But now we got to figure out what can we do to get over the hump. And one of my first things is, man, we must improve this offensive line. I'm not too big of a fan of Tyler Biadasz. I know he made a Pro Bowl last year and all of that, but from what I see on film, I just don't feel like we can advance or get better with him being there. I feel like it's definitely an upgradable position. So whether you want to get a young guys a chance like TJ Bass or Brock Hoffman, maybe we need to give them a shot. But outside of that, maybe you go draft a center in the first round. Just really put some real stock into the center position, because I don't think that's going to help us out. And then they showed the statistic that Mike McCarthy likes to run up the middle for some reason. Maybe he's too big on Zach Martin at this point in his career or something, but him and Tyler Biadasz wasn't really opening up any holes going through the A gap for our running backs this year. So we really need to improve this offensive line. As far as the tackle position go, Mike McCarthy said he had a nice interview with Tyron Smith, and they both liked the way he played last year, so maybe he's coming back. It sounds like they're excited about what the future can hold for him next year, so maybe we good on left tackle. Of course, we need to get some insurance just in case he gets hurt, but I'm good with moving forward with Tyron Smith after what I just seen him being an all-pro this year, so I'm good with that. We can rock out with Tyron. Okay, I did want a big swing that could help drastically change this football team. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get it from the coaching staff. So now I'm looking at personnel, and we definitely need to upgrade this running back position. Tony Pollard wasn't given, like they say. He wasn't the one that answered the bell a lot this year. He got 1,000 yards, but we know the run game really wasn't dependable all year, and we definitely can upgrade at that position. So we got free agent running backs next year. You got Saquon sitting there. You got Josh Jacobs sitting there. You got Derrick Henry. It's a lot of big-time running backs that we can add to this football team. I know it sounds strange because we in Dallas and we don't typically do stuff like that, but man, a big drastic change is needed. Go get one of these big marquee running backs and run the football with an improved O-line. That could definitely help Dak Prescott moving forward. We don't need to go into a playoff game where it's all Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb and that's it. If it don't work, we going home. We need to have a plan B that we can lean on to help them out. So what better than a dominant run game and possibly Jake Ferguson in his second year becoming a dominant force that Dak can lean on, you know, a security blanket. But a better run game, better offensive line, and a big-time running back to pair up with Dak Prescott, I think that could work. We seen him with a decent one when he was a younger player. We haven't seen a more developed Dak Prescott with a dominant run game, so I feel like he should be able to do it with a more dominant run game. Instead of asking him to make 36 big-time throws a game, let's bring that down to about 15 with a dominant run game, and I feel like that'll help him and give him a better chance to get us over the hump. Or you could possibly bring in somebody cheap like DeAndre Swift from the Eagles. You know, he is a filthy Eagle, but he's a capable running back that probably would do some good things here in Dallas. That's another option that should be on the cheap. The running back market is in shambles, so you should be able to bring in a decent running back for a low price. One of the other ways we can help improve this team and get us over the hump, help Dak Prescott, help Mike McCarthy, go get another big-time wide receiver. We seen the little drama between Dak and CeeDee Lamb. I think it's overblown, but it still was there. It still was something off. It was something odd going on with them, of course. So we definitely need to put another weapon on the outside with CeeDee Lamb to pair him up. You know, get you a first-round talent. I would be on the bandwagon to go first round because you can get a guy for 5 years and you can build him along with CeeDee Lamb, maybe move on from CeeDee after extension. You could possibly do something like that. So I feel like we need another big-time wide receiver talent. Go after one of these big guys in the draft, maybe move up. It's a lot of things that you can do, but we definitely need to be aggressive in our approach this year because our window is closing. And I feel like if you want to have a window with Dak Prescott or Mike McCarthy or this duo, you definitely need to implement some big-time roles from some other players and get better at a lot of key positions to make it easier on the both of them. Like, we don't have to have Dak Prescott to be the catalyst or be the hero that we hold up after the Super Bowl game. Look at Brock Purdy. They went and got them all kind of weapons, and people don't even want to credit him. I want to turn him into Brock Purdy or, 2016 Dak, where it's not all on his shoulders, and we got to question what really is it, because he got such a solid team around him. I think that'll be the best for the team. We seen that Brandon Cooks didn't give us exactly what we wanted. We can go draft a number 2 wide receiver, have Cooks as a 3rd receiver, move on from Michael Gallup. You cut Michael Gallup, you can get a $9 million coming back. So, hey, that's almost a no-brainer from what we seen from Michael Gallup. So you go draft you a big-time wide receiver. Then you can have Brandon Cooks as wide receiver 3, maybe Jalen Tolbert as wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, and we can rock out like that. Now you got a much more powerful wide receiving core going into 2024. So on the offensive side, I improved the run game, I improved the O-line, gave you another weapon outside, and boosted up the wide receiving core. So let's talk about DQ and his defense. One of the first things I would like to see DQ do is go get a linebacker. Go get Bobby Wagner. Linebacker role is so big in this defense that I don't want to just get a rookie or get somebody who I'm trying to piece together and just hope he can do well. We need somebody that's proven and that can bring along these young guys like DeMarvion Overshown coming back off the ACL or whatever, and you can help him get Bobby Wagner to bring along Damone Clark and Marquise Bell if you want to keep him at linebacker. You can bring Bobby Wagner in here and he will be the quarterback of your defense. He will be the green dot, and he know the ins and outs of Dan Quinn defense as well. So I think he's a great candidate. We wanted him last year. He became an all-pro this year. So, hey, bring him in and you'll be bringing in an all-pro linebacker, and you don't have to do any kind of trades. All you got to do is pay the man. So I think that's a great idea. Okay, the second thing I would like to see DQ do to help improve his defense, and our biggest weakness is stopping the run. It's a lot of defensive tackles that's available in 2024. We need to be aggressive and go acquire one of these guys. I don't want to play around in the draft and do another Myles Smith. We didn't get what we wanted from him. I don't want to play around with the guys that we have. We can go drastically upgrade this position. Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs is available. I know that's a tough ask. He gonna want a lot of money. Then he might not want to leave KC, but he is a free agent in 2024. You got Sheldon Rankins. You got Fletcher Cox. You got a lot of big-time players. Christian Wilkins, Leonard Williams. It's a lot of defensive tackles that will be available in 2024. If you want to boost up this defense, if you want to make sure we are solid enough to stop the run next year, those are 2 positions you can upgrade in free agency. And you can go cheap and get Fletcher Cox or somebody like that, or Sheldon Rankins or somebody like that. Maybe they don't demand that much to come over here. But those 2 positions right there, you can drastically upgrade them in free agency outside of draft picks and all of that stuff. All you got to do is sign them. You don't even have to trade for them. So they are free agents, and that can drastically upgrade this team. But that's basically my plan for the Dallas Cowboys, all personnel, because we look like we're going to have the same philosophy, the same coaches. So if you gonna give me this same recipe, at least let me boost up the personnel to make it a little easier on the players that I already have. And that is my 2024 plan of attack for the Dallas Cowboys, so we can actually get over the hump. But that's all I got for you today, man. Just holla at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on all social media. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.